Little windows, little tree, little fire, come back to me.
So yes, my name is Heather, and I'm from Iowa, but I'm sitting here on a porch in Austin, Texas, and the porch is the outside of Rubicon Recording Studios and Artist Development. So I guess it was a few years ago, like maybe 3 years ago or so, I started a blog called Lyrical Venus, where I focused on female singer-songwriters because I was really looking for a community. And I found a blog by this awesome artist called Janet Polkop, and she had a neat blog about being a singer-songwriter and her adventures. She was studying with somebody named Daniel Barrett at a cool little place called Red Leaf School of Music, and it seemed pretty cool. And I remember just thinking, looking at the website, that wow, it would be really cool if I could study there. But I live in Iowa, I have a life, I have a home, I have a job, I have a husband. How could that happen, really? Mm-hmm. And then, so that was a couple years of sort of that, and then Janice started doing this thing called the Rubicon Year, and it seemed like she was getting some pretty awesome results. I went through a book called The Artist's Way with a group of people in Fairfield, and some of the exercises would be things like, quick, if it wasn't too crazy or selfish, what would you do? To further your artistic development. And like, move to Austin and study with Dan. So that was in maybe the fall of last year. And I kind of just wrote it down and put it away. It seemed too crazy and too selfish to even consider. Maybe in January of this year, I had a moment at my work that I was like, what am I doing with my life? It's not a bad job, but I'm not serving all of me. And so I wrote to Jana and asked her more about the Rubicon Year and set up a call with Dan, and he really got it. Like everything that I was saying, he really was able to even articulate back some of the things to me that I was saying in a much more concise and focused language that made me feel really validated and really seen and acknowledged, and like I wasn't crazy or selfish, that it was actually maybe the most sane and healthy and generous thing I could do was listen to the soul calling. That's heavy stuff. And from there it just sort of felt like rocket speed, like stuff that was starting to like fall into place to get here, because now it's May, so from February to May, it's not that long in the span of life. We also decided to rent out rooms in our house. My husband's going to stay in Iowa and keep working, because someone has to. Keep working and rent out rooms to help cover some of the bills. So not only did I have to pack up, wrap up work, pack up my stuff to get here, and try to figure out like what's essential, because I have 2 suitcases and 2 carry-ons, what do I actually really need? Ever since this, like, calling, crossing the Rubicon, all or nothing thing came up, good stuff has been happening. Janet's roommate is going on tour for the summer, so she needs some place to sublet the place, and that's just a few blocks walking to the studio, which is important because one of the big things that I did to help pay for the program was I sold my car. yes, little things keep happening, big and little things, or little things that are actually quite significant keep happening to keep saying yes. And it's very humbling to have the whole sort of world and universe step in and support a big scary decision. So, hooray.